In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Leonardo AI flow state feature, which allows you to go in and develop prompts in a more dynamic way and identify the style that you want more quickly. So when you go into Leonardo AI, let's talk about how to get there. If you just go to image creation, and then instead of picking classic mode, you just pick flow state. When you pick flow state, if I say Darth Vader, right? And I hit generate. What it'll do is it'll generate in a variety of styles. And what I can do from here is then decide that I like one of these more than another. And I can kind of isolate and pick up on one. So like, let's say I like this really dark one. I could say more like this. And what it'll do is introduce those settings here where I have the lighting as hard light, the shot type as spooky. And now all of these fit that style more. So we have hard lighting, we have spooky shot type. Now, what I can do is I can introduce at this point other themes in here. So I could do something like I could add the ultraviolet color theme, and then I could generate with that same prompt, and I could see that. But then I could even say with red lightsaber. As I say Darth Vader with red lightsaber, that's going to apply all of these settings: hard light, spooky, ultraviolet. And then if I like any of these, I can just sort of dive deep in this sort of flow where I can say, yes, I like this one right here. I'd like more like this. And now I've gotten down to the closest version of what I wanted, but I didn't have to prompt too difficult of a way. Now, one of the things I can also do is change the image dimensions, which I think is really great. So if I want to see this same thing with these same settings, but in a different set of frames, so a different dimension, I can go ahead and say, okay, yeah, I'd like that. And now I can go ahead and say, yep, let's go ahead and upscale that one. I can even surf through the images like this. So that's really powerful. One thing I will say is that the prompt enhance feature, I do like this because what they'll use is a large language model to take your prompt and then actually expand on it. So if I type in something like Darth Vader with red lightsaber, it'll turn the prompt into this. If you turn this off, then you won't have that feature anymore. But I see it as a huge benefit. Now, you can always remove and change these. I could say that I wanted all of this in a origami style. I'm going to hit generate. See that now with the same prompt, it's going to go through and it's going to apply the origami style, but none of the other style tags on this generation. So now I can't get rid of the dual lightsabers. I can pick one that is absent of two lightsabers. You'll see this one even has a candle, which is kind of funny. But with that, you can change these really dynamically. And the thing that I really like about this is that it doesn't use a lot of tokens. It is very conservative on token use. And somehow it generates all these options, which seem to be endless. You can pretty much go all the way down to the bottom here, look all the way through, and you can hit the bottom actually of where this ends, and you'll see that there's so many different styles because all these other options here, it's giving you just a palette, a whole menu of options in those other styles. So I can say that I want this in black and white, shot type, spooky, and then that'll bring it down to where I think just the lighting should have a variation to it. And we'll see what those generations look like now. Perfect. Got some really good Darth Vader stuff going on right here. Obviously, weapons, swords, and other things are still a long way to go with generative AI. A lot of the models for weapons, for guns, for swords, axes, whatever you're trying to use, bows are particularly horrible. It's very hard to generate. So keep that in mind when you're making characters. You might want to say, hey, let's just say, take out the lightsaber. and then just see what happens, because that's probably going to give us a better visual. So your prompting can be really simple here. Definitely just keep in mind the prompt changes and enhancements. And if you want to keep that same exact prompt, I recommend turning off this prompt enhance. But there's going to be a link to this below. I just want to give a simple overview tutorial for you all